Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays. With me now, we got Commodon, Custom Cannon, and GeekFusionTV.
Good morning.
¿Cómo está? And
Never mind the buzzing in the back. It's progress, is what it is.
yes, if you hear a right like that one, that is my printer bed raising up. I'm printing more swords. Oh, you'll like this, Geek Fusion, or Matt, or whoever you are. I don't know. I found this on one of those like Cult 3D sites for free. The Warhammer sword.
The Warhammer, yeah.
It printed awesome. I'm actually printing another one that's a little bit smaller than this one. But yeah, it's freaking awesome. The detail on this thing is, I love these. Man, I want to order more resin for too. Now we got Name of Held in the house. We got Jeffrey Torres and Sector 2813. I was just over on the Brick Something channel for an hour and a half before the show, and it butted up right against ours, and it was fun getting to talk about. We're basically doing a look at customizers tile spotlight on myself and other customizers, and talking about stuff like that. It was fun. Almost I got like a Uno reverse when I usually spotlight other customizers.
Congratulations.
That's pretty fun. And yeah, digging this bill print stuff. I love this. These
nice.
I love these big demon heads. It looks good. It was about like everybody we tried on. Let's see. Screen here. Canon did an amazing job modeling these things, the segments and the horns. The textures really work well with the Gamerverse Abomination, especially on the yelling head. You got those same like textures and bumps. I took the risk when I printed these on the yelling head. It wanted to put supports in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. Did you print it so that the spikes of the horns are about pointing at your print bed?
No, I printed them like this, like this.
Yeah.
I didn't print them that way. I printed that way. But the teeth still look good though. No sports. That's gonna look so cool. Yeah. I also found these Christopher Reeves heads. Focus. Come on. There it is. Nope. Had it.
Lost it.
Let me turn on my. I need to cut my fingernails. They're long. Oh, there it is. And it went away. My device. Adjustments. Autofocus off. Well, as soon as I couldn't really say autofocus off, it focused.
Yeah, it was scared that you'd stop using it.
These are really good Christopher Reeves heads. Whoever sculpted these, I apologize to the person who sculpted these. You did an amazing job on these, and they're free. And he's got these Carl Weathers heads with a hat and without a hat. So I made basically a Dylan kit bash using roadblock parts from Classified. Just used like one of the roadblock heads and put the gung ho head on it. Now I can just have everyone paint this one up. I did it in 2 different sizes. The default size and one a little bit bigger. These here. I'm going a little crazy with printing right now.
Worse than the chrome.
And I found these filler panels for the transformers. They're not perfect, but that'll do the trick. Looks better than this side.
That's true.
It's got a back panel too. Yeah. I like it. Definitely fun to get to experiment playing, printing stuff.
Yeah.
Took a little bit of learning curve, but I was able to get picked up pretty quick.
The newer printers are typically pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just read what it says on the bottle for the resin, and
Yeah, when the first couple prints, I didn't set it's printing. Well, that's printing super fast, and I was like, oh, I need to slow it down. They turned out fine, but I want to make sure they're well enough cure time. But I still, in my brain, I'm still like going through what we were talking about, putting acrylic rods in these and putting an LED in the pommel.
are yours bending also?
Nope.
Might just have been the resin that I used because I tried to use a flexible resin.
Yeah, this is very rigid. It can chip easy. So
Yeah, so that's probably what it is. Is that I used a flex resin and it's not rigid enough to overcome gravity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are so far. These are staying nice and straight. Just have to be more delicate with them because I can chip them. I figured out what I was like. The edge of a sprue was right there on this sword here. I took my finger and instead of just trying to sand it down, which I should have done, I flicked it and I chipped the blade in that little fuller inside of it.
Yeah.
You do need to flip your finger down. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I got claws right now. The claw.
Good for back scratches.
And I'm playing around with some heads that Dorman Art makes. Just trying some of his heads out. This is one of his free ones he's got. I like it. Yeah, name of hill just for the one sword. That's battle damage. I also printed out. This is on the lower 2.0 I've been working on, which now should be just call it 2.5 or as much of I've started over and redid things.
That's the way you go sometimes.
Print new forearm bracers, new shoulder pads. I went a little bit bigger. The ones I had already fitted are slightly smaller, and these are the same size as the first ones you sent me on the first floor I made. And I like the size, and they're magnetic, so I can actually just switch them around if I want to too. That's wrong side. So see the size difference between the two that way. It's all depending on what it looks like. I kind of like the bigger ones where it pushes it out, makes more heroic proportions, so it widens it out more. But I also like these slim ones too. So
for more tactical look.
Yeah. And I scratched the neck up when I was fooling around with it, and let it sand down and start doing the paint job on the neck. The Zakari's a beat up sword from Bleach. Oh, some Hachi. Yeah. If you can just about pick out any katana, if you can find one Sculpt. We found that if you put your sword in the slicer and do it this way, like vertical onto the bed, and the supports get built to the edge, it's going to automatically make it jagged.
Yep, it certainly will.
But
which is fine if that's the look you're going for.
Yep. I sent you another link, had even more pictures of the Megatron 2, Cybertron page.
Appreciate it. I'll take a look.
And when we worked on Quinn's Space Ghost, he wants just a stark white. He don't want the washes, so that'll look good on that one.
You never did give me any feedback on those two yellow cames, whether I needed to change them or not.
Oh, sorry. I hadn't had a chance to. I was kind of trying to pester somebody to make a mount for them, but I think they look great, though. Both of them do. But which one do you like better?
I hate them both.
Hate them both.
Hate them both.
Yeah, swords take a while to print.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 12-hour prints.
Anything that's tall.
So to make it worthwhile, this next one round, I'm printing 3 of these. And 1 of these the same length. Right now it's quite a bit bigger, so I'm going to shrink it down to the same length as this sword. But that should fit in that. Yeah, I can just leave it as is on the grayscale, like McFarlane figures. That'll fit his hand. So the one I got, it's got the mace. I'll just put that in his hand.
Yeah, that's the perfect size for McFarlane stuff.
Yep. That is a beautiful.
Go dig some of my McFarlane stuff out of the trash can.
He does a decent job on the Warhammer stuff.
I mean, it's the best line he has. He put it. I don't know why, or he seems to put the most effort into it. Best sculpts, best paint. Like,
Cause it's cool.
You think that's because of him, or think that's because Warhammer has much more say?
If I had to guess, I would guess the second.
Yeah. They probably got had final say on the base figures.
Yeah, there's people behind the desk at Warner Brothers aren't paying that close attention.
No. The only thing they dictated is like, but don't give them guns. Even the Kung Fu Pope. So you can to make you a Megatron with the arms, with the scope on the blaster. So you can, make Optimus Prime with a Megatron arm. That's the thing in the comics right now. Optimus
What's
has
that?
one. Optimus lost an arm, and they had in their parts, the spare parts, they had Megatron's arm with the fusion cannon. And so
Cool.
Optimus has one great arm with a fusion cannon right now.
Seems kind of dark.
Yeah, the new Transformers series is very dark.
Image Comics. I have them all. I haven't read them yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get read through all of my books except for the Iron Man books. I've read through them.
Hey, Jared, I got a question for you.
Yes.
With the styrene sheets,
Yes.
what's the best way to cut that? Do you want to heat it up first, or just cut it with a razor blade?
I usually just score it with a razor blade, like light scoring. I'll trace out my pattern I want and just keep scoring it until it finally I can break it free.
Yeah. Well, I'm making cardboard templates now for what I want to cut out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to fuck it up. And I'm using 1 mil styrene. I'm hoping that's thick enough to do what I want to do. I almost got the 2 mil stuff, and I was like, that seems a little much.
That's why I'll use Prime logos I cut for my Prime customs. I end up just print my pattern out and using like a glue stick and just glue this to the paper, the styrene.
Yeah.
That way it stays still, because if you try to hold it and trace it, and it just moves around. Especially if I can't hold things still with my hands. So it works better if I can just glue it to it and just keep cutting and cutting until I can get it free.
If someone notices and takes a. Never mind.
Just when you do it that method though, like you're scoring, this plastic is so soft, it's easy to get out of the line you're making and just cut through the part where you don't want it to go through. Just be careful. Go slow and steady is the big thing when you're cutting it.
I mean, I've got 4 sheets, but still.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste any of it.
Yeah, definitely. Just doing a little bit of cleanup on my prints right now. Apparently, I had like a hair get in my resin last night, and I cut it off. I had through this blade here. I guess I had like a cat hair, like going from one here and one out this side.
Looking a little bit hairy, huh?
It was just one spot there, but it was funny. No harm though. No, it was not that AK. Aku. I found this one on the Cult 3D too. It's a like broadsword. Not a bad looking blade. The grip's kind of a little odd, but it works out though, because you can actually get it to go in a hand easier where it's narrower down the bottom. The grip, so you can have it go the smaller part and have it go around, then slide it up to get a tighter grip. Yeah. And
Baby. Baby.
Brr, brr, brr.
It's such a square piece of fabric. I hate to cut it.
I'll be right back. I need to.
Well, I'll be right here for at
My
least
kids.
another 10 minutes.
Off to bed.
Coming Tuesday, April 16th.
I got contacted by 2 of the winners about the getting stuff shipped out. Well, technically 4. Not everybody though. Quinn, I know Quinn. And, Quinn won the Snake Eyes last night, Matt.
Oh, sweet.
He was saying it's like Kismet, it's like fated. It's fated to be is like because how many months ago he said he was wanting one of those.
Yeah.
And did the final assembly on Thorbuster. After getting a little touch up, he's done.
Thorbuster, I know that.
I can't even say Hulkbuster no more. I've worked on that Thorbuster so dang much. Last night I kept trying to say, I did it again. I kept trying to say Hulkbuster. I kept saying Thorbuster. So good. These are for another one of my original characters that Canon modeled for me. I love that. What's cool, it ended up working out to be, it's almost dead on match to what I was able to come up with the artwork for after that was generated after you did these. I'm gonna get this. Tomorrow I'll print out a couple more of the smaller ones. I ordered those KO Monsterverse Venoms. I hope the quality's good. And so I opened up the retro carded one. Quality ain't that great. It's not like the Hulks. It's the butterflies are super loose. The ab crunch is kind of binding. It don't go backwards at all. When you go back, when you try to go backwards, it springs forward. As soon as you let go, it goes. Boop. There's something inside of it, but it looks like I can take it apart easily because there was a gap seam here. I think I can actually just pop it apart and look at it. I bought it for parts anyway. I didn't buy it to be Venom. So, and Sergio Martinez, hello, sir. I like it. They look good on the Monster Venom. They also look good on Caliban. The bigger ones look good. I got the scale. I nailed the scaling first time. I took measurements with the calibers and measured the Abomination head, and I measured the Caliban head. And got them right on. Open the download Blender, and opened the file in there and scaled it inside Blender, so when I imported it, it's already the right size. I saved it as one for Abomination, one for Caliban. So about 3 o'clock in the morning or so, the prints I got going will be done. They're swords.
Yeah, they take a while.
Arr.
You sing along to your prints.
Yep.
I may or may not have been showing that Hulkbuster off to everybody I know, to include people I work with. They're like, what is that? I'm like,
I would have done a video on it today, but I woke up this morning. I left hip without. I was like, I didn't feel like I could stand too long.
What time did it show back up?
Probably about 1 o'clock.
Just out visit friends.
Yep. Kung Fu Du Pope just finished up getting the Go Better upgrade kit on the Armada Prime. I like it a lot. Still going to get the DNA kit though. Yeah, same here. I was thinking about doing that too. What's period mean? Check private chat. That's all. Just a period.
A period.
Yeah.
Weird.
I definitely need to play around with different resins. This stuff's beautiful, but it's definitely more fragile than what you've been sending me.
When I get done using the stuff in my printer now, I think I'm going to switch over and try out the tough resin.
Mm-hmm.
See how that goes.
You gotten the more prints I've done, the easier it is for me just to pop them off the print tray and get them over to the bath and let them air dry out, then hit the and then the.
No.
I am finding it is better to pull on this resin here, pull the supports before I cure them.
Yeah.
Because once it cures, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on getting these little sprue marks off.
This would probably be easier to make if I had one. So I knew what it was supposed to look like.
But Megatron,
Yeah.
I get that for you, but it kicks off the stream.
Yeah, I understand. Because then I could just look at all the angles and everything. Look at his face from more than one angle.
I think that second link I sent you does have it at more an angle. Yeah. Yeah, they got that should be a lot of angles right there.
Got a lot of different versions.
If you click on this one, it loads up all these pictures of the same figure.
That one. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So he's got a big old Decepticon logo on the side of him.
Yeah. You can probably leave it off for like this, or actually probably make that raise 3D. And
yeah,
I have vector files, so it might make that easier for you. You don't have to redo it. I'll add you to that folder.
That would be, yeah.
I got where my buddy's got does the vinyl printing business on the side. I got a folder for him for just vector files. Oh, you're in it already.
Oh, I just have to go find it.
I will send you the link. There's subfolders too, labeled Transformers and stuff. They'll have all kinds of different Autobot Decepticons and different faction logos. There you go. I sent it to you in Instagram. Link to the folder. Okay, so I'm gonna get some glow-in-the-dark resin so I can print a parallax that actually glows in the dark.
I've seen green glow-in-the-dark resins for 3D printing, and I've seen blue.
Mm-hmm. That's when Super 7 did their Mum-Ra figure. That's one of the things I mentioned too. I don't know why they didn't do a mix of glow-in-the-dark materials. Because Mum-Ra skin's blue, and they made them glow green. Seems like it would have made more sense to have them glow blue. The mummified Mum-Ra is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, a glow-in-the-dark one. So it's glow in the dark, so I bought it. And it's actually a good figure because they didn't tool it. Mattel made those molds. The first wave, the Thundercats, that ones that had the pins in the arms and legs, those were not designed by anybody at Super 7. Those were designed by Mattel. I don't know how that worked out, but when it was stupid that one of the people at Mattel gave up Master of the Universe and let Super 7 take over for a long time. Their flagship brand, Mattel's went through a lot of stupid CEOs. That's why they no longer control the anything animated. They sold the license rights to DreamWorks, and they can do whatever they want. They can have input, but they can suggest input, but they don't have control over it. That's why you get stupid stuff like the weird She-Ra show.
That She-Ra show was good.
No.
Yep.
No.
It just wasn't for fucking 60-year-old men, man.
It wasn't for. It was made for the people who made the show. It wasn't made for nobody.
Did you say She-Ra was a 60-year-old man
Yes.
in the show?
No, she was a 16-year-old lesbian. Her and Catra ended up in the episode in the show together.
I thought he said 60-year-old man. I think that's a weird take on that story.
Hordak was like a little hipster kid, goth hipster kid. It was just a terrible show, and they took every opportunity to make fun of the original show.
It was not a horrible show.
Ratings would beg to differ, and majority of people
It wasn't bad.
the ratings were horrible.
Oh, they wasn't.
Yes, they were.
Negative.
They were horrible. That's an actual provable thing. The ratings were horrible for it. Mattel didn't even make figures for it. They knew it was crap.
Yeah, but to be fair, they didn't start making He-Man toys till just here recently.
Everybody in the chat said it was horrible. It was the worst show ever. And they kept the cast members, the staff, everybody constantly kept calling the original show garbage. No respect.
Is that why you hate it?
Nope, because it's a horrible show.
It's not.
And Classics, they were totally making He-Man figures up until that point. They just were contracting them out to Super 7. They were making figures just because Mattel wasn't producing them. Didn't mean they weren't putting out He-Man figures. Just for a short time, for a few years, they were subcontracted out to Super 7. They were making Classics. But you had a string of idiot CEOs at Mattel giving away their licensing to people for no damn reason. Hey, JB.
I'm not sure this is going to work. It's not typically how I make a cape. I did ruin that perfectly square piece of fabric.
There are always more square pieces of fabric.
Now, Sir Duck Knight, welcome.
Yeah, well.
I am sanding off sprue marks from a 3D print demon heads, or demon looking heads.
Yeah. Perhaps the head's too small.
Oh, he's just got the Ant-Man and Wasp 2-pack and the Wolverine Sabretooth about to crack this. Nice. My Ant-Man and Wasp is on the way here. I got Wolverine Sabretooth. I haven't opened them up yet. Darce in the house. Party on, Darce.
Ooh, it's getting late, fellas. I gotta get on up out of here. I gotta go to work in the morning early.
Late. We just started.
I'm feeling kind of tired too. I'm not taking off yet, but
Yeah. The baby's also weighing heavy on me this week. So,
I did an hour and a half stream before this one. What are y'all whining about?
I ran around with
if we got an hour and a half early before now, it can stay longer.
teenagers all day. I don't wear anybody out.
Yep.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Hope y'all have a good night.
You have a good night, Don.
Figure.
Bye. Well, I forgot to mention that I bragged about Don's work on the stream, other stream, and yours. Do. I did open up the for everybody that's getting here on the chat. I did open up the knockoff animated retro carded Venom. Not a good figure.
The knockoff retro carded Venom.
Yep. Butterfly joint's really loose. There's something inside binding up the ab crunch. I'd take it apart right now, but I want to do a video on it first.
I just ordered that. They shifted already.
Sorry.
It's too late to cancel.
But,
All right.
well, if you bind it for a wall hanger, it's perfect.
Well, I might just have to leave it in the box now.
The knockoff where from? I bought it from AliExpress, however you pronounce that.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
And I was able to get it for like $19 shipped, and not horrible. I bought it for parts, so it's not really matter to me if the stuff's bad. I just hope it's compatible with the official one. The parts are.
Yeah.
What company? It's just says Marvel Legends. It's just like it's a straight up knockoff. They try to fool people into that's a genuine thing. Totally not. They're not using. Unlike I just looked at a knockoff here recently with the Takara Legends Fortress or Cerebros. America's Cerebros and Japanese Fortress. The head to Fortress Maximus. They are clearly using the molds from the factory. But there's no electronics in it. It's too clean not to be. The precision's too close to top tolerance. Used to be when they make a knockoff, which is kind of what you're seeing with this Venom here. They make use the original one as a template to make the new figure, but that Transformer one,
the casting of it instead of the something that came out of the actual factory.
Yeah, the Transformer definitely came out of the factory, but this did not. Well, I'll go grab it right quick.
And I'll sit here and talk to Geek Fusion and see if he's still around. Or I'll sit here and talk to myself.
Talk to yourself.
He looks like he's down there riding Falcor. That dog's name. He may not be fully there. Maybe he muted himself.
I can hear you talking.
I mean, I didn't mute myself. I think Geek Fusion is away from the keyboard at the time.
All right. Oh, we got a question here. Hi, Collector Express. One question. You're using any custom figure called Titan Maven Collectibles yet? I do have those figures. My friend Harker sent me his. They're junk. They are loose, floppy messes. The plastic doesn't respond well to heat. It warps. Yeah, they're not good. They feel like you bought a knockoff something other.
But not a good knockoff.
Yeah, like the Hulks, they're knockoffs, but they're good figures. This, you got loose butterfly joint. This is loose too, but differently loose. And the ab crunch, when you try to make it go backwards, this springs back forward. It didn't want to go forward at first, but I forced it forward, and I got it going forward now. The paint is a lot thinner compared to the official one on the white. It's still pretty thick, and the neck joint's loose too.
Give us a close up on that.
Yeah. You got, which I can tighten a lot of this stuff up, which is not a problem. Once the head's on there too, though, there's enough friction between the head when the head pops on the ball joint, the head will stay in position. So that's actually not bad. But size-wise, are the same size as the official. Let me get my glasses on real quick. I remember
That's basically just a Warpath body.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a Warpath with the smooth shins from Omega Red. Omega Red was the first use of this body, but people see more Warpaths than Omega Red because Omega Red is more rare, and they mass produced that Warpath. There it is. That's what way you can see in the fish one here, like on this here. There's a molding defect on every official Omega Red Warpath. You got this like scratches in the tooling of the hips. It's on both sides. It's clearly not supposed to be there, but they somehow messed the molds up in the factory. It's not on the knockoff. Ever so slightly, it actually is there a little bit, but where it's like a copy of the original, it's not.
Does he got a dent in the top of his head?
It's just a discolored spot. Definitely it gives you an illusion that he does have a dent in his head, though. It's like a weird shiny spot.
Yeah. It looked like he had a dent in the top of his head.
It totally does in the camera.
And May smacked him with the frying pan.
But like I said, I bought it for like the parts, if it's compatible, like the arms and the legs, especially the lower legs. But as you can see too, it looks like he is not glued together. I can just put my tool in there and start separating them apart.
That'll make him easy to work with, at least.
So I could actually probably get in here and like fix some of a lot of this issues just to take them apart. Yeah, he is definitely not glued together. I'm not going to take them apart right now. I'm going to do a review on the figure, so people know what they're getting when they order these things. So I think one of the guys on the Discord, he asked me to check the ab crunch and the butterfly joints on mine. So his apparently has the same issue. The really fluffy butterfly. They hyperextend too very easily. But it's not horrible. But you can definitely feel the difference in quality. Like the waist twist is a little looser too. But all in all, it's not bad if you can get cheap enough. Especially, well, it's giving you an option too. If you have the original like I do, you can keep the original one on card and display this one loose, or vice versa. Just throw this on the wall and nobody knows the difference. But the cards are nice. They're like thick back cards, just like Marvel, the retro Marvel Legends. The cards feel pretty official. And the paint job stuff's not horrible. Just need probably like another coat or two on the white. It is thick. You can still feel the segments between the white stripes. Because to get white on top of black, it takes lots of coats. But overall, it's all right. Chicken Chad, love the stream. Thank you, sir. Do you have any Fresh Monkey Fiction action figures, or do you know if they're any good? I've heard a lot of good things about them. I don't have any personally. I do have several in pre-order from their Monster Force. Those look really good. They're going to be. We're getting a lot of good choices to choose from. It's getting to the point right now. We got the problem of which military figures we want to go with. They got so many coming out right now, but their general looks really good with all the 4 different head sculpts. One's Carl Weathers, one's clearly meant to be General Ross from Marvel Comics, and one of them looks like the old, the vintage '60s G.I. Joe figurehead style wise. But yeah, it looks good. I think I ordered 2 of those. I got some other soldiers. We were talking about a while back. It'd be kind of cool if they're going to do license stuff. They should look about getting a Wetworks license because it's right up the alley of Monster Force. They battle supernatural creatures.
Be cool.
Yes. Right. Got the magnet. Hello?
That was like twice of you.
What in the world was that?
Deja vu.
That was like I got Magnet's bed in the shoulders for the shoulder pauldrons. They're not coming off.
Nice. Oh.
And I want to put another coat of paint on the neck piece. Yeah, when I was fitting the head with the sharp edges, I cut the paint on the neck. So I'm going to go back and touch that up. With the stock, the extension, that might be tricky. You might want to have it fit in an action figure hand. You might want to have
I
it.
make that removable. Yeah.
Yeah, or have it like
pressure fit in there.
Yeah.
That way, if it's not gonna. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I could barely walk this morning. My hip was hurting so bad.
It's rotten.
Yeah, so hopefully it was just sore from walking so much yesterday.
Yeah. It is 9 o'clock.
Where you're at. $10 o'clock here. Doom, doom, doom. Sorry for everybody in the stream not talking tonight. So this has been a talkative weekend.
Yeah, it's been a long day. That's the way it goes sometimes.
Matt, you didn't pull a Duke on us and went to sleep, did you?
No, I did not. I've got the pieces cut that I need for what I'm working on with the mech, but I need to get some stuff because I'm trying to make this thing. I'll show you what I'm doing. Hold on.
I was trying to talk to him earlier. He must have been concentrating.
I think I must have been.
I saw a period in private chat. It's like, what's that mean?
So I'm trying to do this mech big enough for GI Joes, right? Everybody knows this mech from McFarlane, right? So I got to create a centerpiece between these two, so you can actually get a figure in there. So I've got the pieces cut from the styrene that I'm going to make and form together to make the centerpiece. But what I want to do is, because I want to make this thing where it works still, where it can turn. And the styrene is just not strong enough to hold all that together if you try to turn the upper and lower portions.
Have
and
you got a
holding it together, styrene. So I have to stop this. Tomorrow I'm going to run. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is grab some, I don't know what size, but small, thin, probably 3.5-inch long bolts. And I'm going to bolt these two together about this far apart, to where they're stuck together with metal.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I turn it, it still it does all the ratcheting and everything, and then cover up those screws with the styrene, and then start working on all the aesthetics to it.
Yeah.
So I don't have the bolts yet that I need to give it that strength. So I have to stop that. So what I'm working on now is putting. I'm using the styrene to put a 6-inch scale seat in this.
Sweet.
Which I love this Batmobile. It looks awesome. I'm gonna do some painting and some detail work on it, but I want to get the seat in first, because this is one of those stupid ones where they made it to fit like a freaking 12-inch big kid's figure.
Yeah.
That just sits in there like lays down on his back.
It's like that big Batwing they did.
Yeah, and but I'm using styrene to actually make a seat to fit a 6-inch scale figure, and then paint it and do all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm working on right now, is cutting the styrene and stuff to build a seat inside here, because I really dig the way this looks, man. It's a good looking Batmobile.
Oh yeah.
And they're cheap as hell too. I picked this thing up for like $12 on eBay. So
John Ray Hubbard was asking about the Kingdom of the Warriors weapons, they scale with Marvel Legends for Mythic Legions. Yes. This is what this is right here. I got the Kingdom gear set on this Hercules, and that's one of the weapons from their weapons packs. And they got different size weapons too. I just picked one, the big mace, because it looks like something Hercules would carry.
there you go.
Let me throw a little way out there.
So
They're a tad bit taller, but the weapons and stuff are.
they're also big animals, so like,
yeah, they work. They still
he's
work.
about the same size as a Thor figure.
Yeah.
So give or take.
Thor or Hercules.
Yeah. So, but they're right in the same scale. I mean, they look like, compared to Marvel Legends, what you would expect a big half man, half beast to look like. So they work really well. I love them. They're awesome.
What is going on with my sound? Come to find out, the same guy sculpted Hercules is working for Spiro right now.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's what Jason said. When I showed him his gear set, it's like he said the he mentioned his name. It's like, oh, he designed the armor for it. I think it's Dan. He designed the Hercules. He also designed the armor. Which it fits that Hercules perfect. I did end up, you can force it over the top of the boots. Excuse me, the Hercules boots. But I did actually went back and dremelled off the details in the Hercules boots to just basically make it permanent. Because I like it. I'm never going to take this off. I might get like a Spartan style helmet for it. Head. Which I got in my fodder bin. I should have some Ares helmets from the lore, making lore. And these heads actually look good on here too. I like that set. It wasn't hard to get this waist cover on any of the two. I just heated it up and took the boots off. Left the legs on. That way they're tapered. I can push it up, pull it up, and just while it's warm, I was able to pull it up over top of the Hercules waist. I didn't even paint the trunks. They're still green. They cover so well. I like it. And I ordered 2 more of the Hercules on the retro card from Big Bad Toy Store while it was on sale last week. They were like $16. I was like, yes. Great base figure for barbarians, gladiators. I made a couple of He-Mans out of them.
Oh, I missed that sale. Would have picked it up. Another one of those too. It's a great body.
Yeah. As well as one-day sale things.
Yeah. Doing all sorts of stuff with.
The only reason I caught it was Don told me about it. I got a bunch from when Best Buy had them when they were selling, I think $20 or something like that, $22. Order them there, and they were doing like 6 months free of premium YouTube. I was like, so I get a figure, run the 6 month or 3 months, no 3 months. I ended up getting 6 months out of it because I'd switch YouTube accounts and get another 3 months.
There you go.
Got a question, Cannon?
What's that?
Kung Fu Pope. Hey, Cannon, what software do you using, and does it take a pretty powerful PC to run it?
This is Blender. It's free. This is version 4.0. It depends on what you're doing. It'll run on like my laptop's pretty good. It's a gaming laptop, but you know, guess I could bring up the second. I'll bring up the website. Blender. See, where would the system requirements be? Maybe under downloads?
I don't know. I downloaded it the other day, but I didn't read anything on it.
How did it work on your laptop?
No clue. I used it on my desktop upstairs.
Oh, how to work on your desktop?
All right.
Worked great on mine, but I have a pretty good computer, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tried it on anything else.
Mine's an older gaming machine. My old boss, it's still a machine I got from my old boss. Since I get to work from home, I get to bring one of my computers home. And she'd always let me spec out a gaming machine because for graphic design. Now they just give me
system requirements. Here's your system requirements right here. Windows 8.1, 64-bit system, Windows 10 or 11. A minimum requirement would be a core, 4 cores with SSE 4.2 support, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 2 gigabytes VRAM for OpenGL 4.3.
Just noticed something weird with the Rocky Marciano print. Like for some reason, halfway through the print, it's at there's like a line goes all the way across it. It's like it sticks out.
A line that goes all the way across it and sticks out.
Like from the face, where it's angled here, like it's like almost like there's a power interruption or something like that. When it's like halfway through, it's like I can see it.
Can you show me your screen? Just your screen?
Yeah.
You're working on it now, right?
Yeah. Let me wipe off the sand. I'll start sanding on it. Nope.
How close can you get that so I can take a look at it?
There you can see it. You see it line?
Nope.
Hold on. I'll enhance.
Isn't that what they do with all that fancy technology? Enhance. Enhance.
Yeah. I'm doing it old school way. I'm going to put some wash on it.
Zoom in. Enhance. Sometimes it can happen if it gets a little stuck to the print bed. And like it, or like the print plate slips or something like that. You might get a little bit of a line.
Now you can see it better. See it there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like it lifted up a little bit too high or something weird happened there.
Yep. I can always print another one too. Of course, I don't know the exact scale. I don't know what body he's putting it on yet. I need to talk to him.
Yeah, that's weird. And it's just on that one side, huh?
It goes all the way across.
Oh, does it?
Yep. It's
Okay.
all the way around the print.
Yeah, that's real. That's real weird.
The not so glamorous side of customizing sanding.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. If you want smooth finishes, take you guys sand.
Is that how that works?
I'll print out all my shipping labels tomorrow at the office for everybody that's contacted me. I need to contact Super Clean to let them know the winner for that. They'll ship that out. I'll be right back.
All right. Matt, what kind of phone have you got? iPhone or Android?
Which one's the V3? That's the snowsuit? Which one's the V3 Storm Shadow? I forget.
I don't know.
Is that the one where he's in the snow camo? Or is that that's version 2? Shit, I can't remember. Yeah, but they need to hurry up with the blue snake eyes. That's a lot of people's favorite snake eyes. Not mine, but for a lot of people, that's the go-to look for him. Because that was his Dick series look. And a lot of people who are a little younger grew up with that look for him.
I'm back. Did you hear Kennan's question?
What? Huh?
Kenan asked you what kind of phone you got.
What kind of phone do I have?
Yeah.
A Galaxy S10
Okay.
that I've had too long. It's time to upgrade, but yeah.
Yeah. On the iPhone, they have the LiDAR, which allows you to scan 3D stuff. For that, they do use it for the face recognition.
Oh, really?
But you can also use it for 3D scanning stuff. It's not like great, but it works well enough to get a reference from for like building things.
Yeah.
So I'll be putting a seat into the interior of that Buzz Lightyear ship.
Oh yeah.
I've cleared out a bunch of the inside, but I need to get a scan of that. But you're talking about making that stuff out of styrene for the interior of your thing there.
Yeah.
That's one of those things I probably would have scanned and made up in Blender.
Oh, that's cool. What's the name of the program?
It's let me go get my phone. It's on my phone. I think it's just called Scanner app, but I'll have to check.
I found these Carl Weathers heads on Cult 3D. They were free. They look really good. I made a Dylan kit bash from leftover parts when I was making before we got the Amazon exclusive for Roadblock, and I basically kind of made a Dylan mashup using one of the other Roadblock heads and the hat from Gung Ho. But now I have a proper Dylan head, and I can actually
Nice.
paint this up.
I don't use it very often. Here it is. Yeah, it's just called 3D Scanner app, but I don't think it's on Android.
Yeah.
There might be some places where you can do some photogrammetry, which is wrong, but which is where you take a photograph, like a bunch of different photographs.
I sent you a link to that today, I think.
Today?
Today or yesterday. A website does that. One of the reels I sent, I think, maybe. Or, I don't know. Put one where it links stuff together. Sent you pictures of Bruton's belt buckle. to go through or Instagram chat. It's quite long.
Yeah. I very easily could have missed it.
There's one on Android called Magiscan. Yeah, 3D scanner app.
Magiscan?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's any good.
Oh, here you go.
3.9 out of 4 rating.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know. Might play around with these.
Yeah, I put together a little 3D photogrammetry thing at work. So it's like a little turntable with a blocked out backdrop.
There's something for you to check out too in the private chat, Matt.
Oh no.
No, it's the 3D scanning stuff.
Okay. The way you said that, I got real worried.
Is this the one you sent to me that I missed?
Yes, it's a real. You can take pictures of your object and you upload it to a website, and they'll output you like a file, 3D model file. I haven't tried it yet, but it looked interesting.
What's it called?
It's in the private chat.
Yeah, they're called Maker Lab. Is that what it said?
It's been like 5 seconds ago. I can't remember. But we've established I can't remember names and things very well. Who are y'all again? Where am I?
Yeah, here it is. MakerLab.com.
It looks It looked interesting enough to try the other day. I didn't try it though. Matt wouldn't be interested in these either. Christopher Reeves, Professor Manhead.
Man, I have said I like Chris Reeves. Just don't like those movies that much. Like, I like them for what they are.
Sounds like back trying to make excuses now.
They're fine for what they are and when they came out, but they don't hold up.
Oh, the graphics and stuff is terrible. Modern settings when you look at them now, but when it's a good story, you can overlook like primitive effects. I can tell you, I'm officially feel old now. I took my cousin to the doctor last week, and they had Perry Mason, the old black and white Perry Mason, playing in like on MeTV. I was engaged in watching the show. It's like, damn, I feel old now.
Maker World, huh?
Oh, in that folder that with the SDL files, I found a free bust of Ultraman. Not Ultraman, Omni-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the head as a separate piece, but has the neck attached. How difficult would it be to just cut that neck off of that thing?
It'd be real easy.
The Sculpt looked pretty decent. It's just I don't want to print a neck and have to cut it off and haul it out. When you're not finishing up the 5,000 things you're doing for everybody else.
That would not take very long. That would take. It says it's in the file now.
I think I uploaded it. Yeah, it's not in your folder. It's on us. If you go one up, you're in editor on the whole folder.
I got access to it, right?
Yeah, that whole folder is called STL stuff.
All right, let me save this before I forget. I'll work on this more later.
And the next batch of these heads, I'm going to take the screws off where I cure them. Put those screws on those segments on the horns.
And which folder is it in? Omni-Man. I got you. All right.
That one.
We want the torso.
Adrian's good evening, everyone. I have used peroxide to whiten figures in the past, but I put Snowdrop outside for far too long and his face faded. You want to have better yellowing tips. I think the peroxide is about the only way you can de-yellow stuff. It's the peroxide in it, but I think there's a cream you can use too. I vaguely remember people using that to de-yellow stuff.
Helps if you're looking for the right thing for your import.
Yeah, it's separated. It's like the torso and the head separate pieces.
Oh, well, there's the torso. All right, what was I doing? So you wanted the head, right?
Yeah, cut the neck off. It's not a bad looking. I looked up. It's like that's not the head.
It is not.
Cut the neck of it off so where you can use it on a figure.
Yeah, that whitening stuff you're talking about. Sorry, I had myself muted because I was running a heat gun.
Mm-hmm.
There's peroxide paste is what you're talking about.
Okay, I remember there's some kind of paste.
It's a concentrated peroxide paste is what it is.
I knew it
works pretty good. However, if he's having problems with, because I've done the same thing, put figures in peroxide and stuff like that, and it works pretty good. It can fade other paint, so I know what he's talking about. The paste it's going to work a lot quicker. And it's easier to work with, so you can just put the paste on the areas you want to whiten. Like if you don't want to get it on the face, you can just not put any on the face there. So, but accidentally get some on the face, like it. You know what I mean? It's a pretty powerful bleaching agent. Like, I mean, if you wipe it off pretty quickly, it's not going to do anything. But, you just want to be careful with that stuff because it's much more concentrated than. It's the stuff. They make it specifically for quote unquote whitening plastics and stuff, but essentially it's the same thing that the hydrogen peroxide paste that they use to bleach hair. That's what it is. So you can go to just like a, Walmart or something and buy some of that hydrogen peroxide paste, that hair bleach, and that stuff will work if you're so inclined.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say another part of your body and not your hair.
Anal bleach.
Changing you. Some joke on Instagram. Changing your ringtone.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are twisted. Funny, but twisted. All right, you just want the neck taken out, right?
Yeah.
And you want a little like area in there where.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it's sculpt wise, it's a decent sculpt for Omni-Man.
Yeah, the neck's a little bit weird.
Yeah, get rid of the neck.
It's like he's like
Well,
got his head at a weird angle.
well, I guess it's where it's meant to socket into that body too, maybe.
Well, that's I don't know anybody who has a neck that's that pointy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he is an alien, so whatever.
Yep.
That's my only criticism of it. The rest of this thing looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think maybe let's do this for.
And that one was free, and it was like, hey, the ones you had to pay for, were like $25, $30 for an Omni-Man head, and the guy had that for free. It was like, I can just cut the neck off that thing, and that's perfect.
Yeah. Do we know who made this?
I'd have to look it up again. It's me with names.
Yeah, names are hard.
But I think he did a great job. The texture on the torso looks really good too.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, texture on the torso looks great. I am curious to know how he did it so regularly, because that's something that I kind of struggle with sometimes, is trying to get those. So I don't have any formal training. Everything I learned off the internet, watching YouTube videos. So it's like, sometimes when those things come along, I'm like, wow, maybe if I ever took an actual real class on this stuff, I could make stuff that good too. But then I'm like, when will I have time to do that?
Adrian's spider shot update. Drill out the spider. You're the one that's asking about the spider shot, Adrian. Check out the community tab on the YouTube channel. As soon as you mentioned that, it popped up in my feed. SNS Customs, I think it was. He posted a fix for that hits on spider shot. You got the big issue with it is they use the wrong legs. He did a complete leg swap, and it actually the right legs sync up to the body properly. And he goes more detail on that post, but I put a link to it into the community tab on YouTube.
Didn't they do the exact opposite of what they did with Scarlet Spider? With that figure, it's the retro arms and legs with the Renew Your Vows body.
Scarlet, I think, is the other way around. It's the skinny body to put the.
That's what I'm saying. The Scarlet Spider is the retro torso with the Renew Your Vow arms and legs.
Right, yeah.
And Spider Shot looks like the opposite. He's got a bigger torso but skinnier arms and legs.
Yeah. it works one way, but not the other.
Yeah.
You do it the other way, you get the wide berthing hips.
Yeah. And I've got them. I mean, I like the figure, but you can definitely tell.
The one that fix, if you have a set of black legs, basically what you do, if you can find a retro card black Spider-Man, swap those legs out, they fit perfect and they sync up to the sockets just fine. Which I ordered when I ordered those knockoff Monster Venoms. I ordered the Ben Reilly Spider-Man retro card because I got the official one still in the card, but I never opened it up. And AK, thank you for about that paste information.
Yeah, just try that. Just be careful, like I said, because that paste is, it's concentrated stuff. So just be careful with it. Try it out on a leg or something. Make sure it looks good, because I've done the same thing. And you've got to be a little bit careful. Make sure it's working for you before you do the whole thing.
I think you're getting all these.
Need to give it proper attribution to this. Where'd you say you found this?
Oh, I'll look it up. I'll look it up right now. It's on Cult 3D. Let me find the artist.
It's this guy right here.
Oh, you found him.
Yeah. Omni-Man fan art. There's his Coke 2. Is that the designer right there?
Yeah.
Coke 2 did a really good job on this.
It's awesome you uploaded it for free.
Oh, I'm not doing all that stuff. Let's see what else Coke 2 does. We'll give him some free advertisement.
Ooh, look there. There's a Homelander.
Yeah.
Oh, anybody else watched Fallout yet?
No.
I watched the first episode.
His textures are really good. I wonder what programming he's using.
Oh, and Adrian said, thanks for the information, but he's happy with how they drilled out. He just sunk the hips in. I think that's what he said. You sunk the hips in and it made it look right. Naglefield said yes, but watching it.
Yeah, I loved it. Now, I only played the first, I don't know, I put maybe 5 hours into Fallout 3.
Yeah, look at the texture
That's all
on
I've
that.
ever played.
That's perfectly aligned texture. I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that.
It is fantastic texturing.
That paint job is great.
Yeah. That looks like a soft cape.
Yeah, that might be actually a soft goods cape. Yeah, it looks like. Well, I guess he does have a cape here, but I don't think that's the same cape.
That one picture is clearly looks like a soft goods cape.
We're getting back there. Yep, there's the stitching. Well, whoever did that cape did a good job on it. It looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Paint job he did on there is good too.
Yep.
Guy knows what he's doing.
He's definitely damn good at modeling.
Yeah, he is.
Well, there's a Witcher too.
I don't know who that guy is. Is that a soccer player?
No clue. Naglefield says he's played Fallout 3 and New Vegas. based on the game version, not the TV version.
Yeah, I played a little bit of one of them, and that's it. That's all I've ever played.
Oh, Coke 2, you're doing some great work, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got these moved up. Okay.
I think when I get this done, I'm going to call it a night. I'm tired.
All right. Show has a very similar feel to the game, according to Namafield. Fallout.
Whatever. I mean, like I said, I'm not the expert on the game, so I don't know if there was stuff in it that would piss people in the game off, you know, when they change things or whatever.
Yeah.
But as a show, it was awesome. I loved it. One of the best things on television I've seen in a while.
Here we go to 2-hour mark tonight and not do a crazy long one. We're at 142 right now, 143.
I imagine you're pretty tired. You had quite a run of it the last couple of days.
Yeah. Got a little break last night. I thought I was going to be done from 7 to,
The Geek Chat?
yeah, 7 o'clock, then to the Geek Chat.
Oh, speaking of that, though, I did go in. There was a special screening, which is what I took my wife out to, and then we went out to dinner. But there was a special screening of Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, I want to see that.
Dude, that movie is so good. It's so good.
It looks good.
And I'm real 50-50 on Guy Ritchie stuff. Like, some of his stuff I like, some of it I just can't stand. But, damn, that's a really good movie. I know it comes out, next week or the week after?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I want to see it.
But yeah, it was really good. Yeah, for some reason my theater was having a special screening. I was like, oh, shit, well, I'm going to go see this.
Nah, I don't blame you putting off the Geek Chat for that.
Yeah, and it was so worth it. It was, fantastic movie. Can highly recommend. I
came close to being late for my own show last day. I was like, it completely lost track of time. I thought it was like 5:30 instead of 6:30, and the next thing I looked at my watch, it's like my phone is like 6:51. I was like, oh crap, I gotta go downstairs. And apparently, Cannon got traumatized and logging in the stream and.
I got traumatized.
You said you saw Hulk Smash getting ready for the show.
Oh, he was just sitting there with his phone on his. I figure he could probably see me or something, but I don't know. He didn't let me in, so I was like, "All right, well, I got other stuff to do."
When he's got his, opens another window, he can't see. He does everything he's doing the stream on his phone or tablet.
Well, I was in there when I was in there waiting when he logged in, so So.
Okay. Well, I don't know then.
But I just went and did other stuff.
I'll have to dock his pay on that one.
I don't do that. Not on my account.
I already pay him more than what I make anyway.
Well, then maybe you should dock his pay. You're getting too big for your britches.
Because YouTube don't pay me.
Yeah.
It's like, so anybody thinks you're gonna get rich off YouTube?
Nope.
Not today.
Not anymore.
No.
There was a time.
They don't want that to happen anymore.
Nope, they do not.
You think they'd want to encourage that type of thing?
You think so? Because if you're making money, they're making money. So I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Well,
They think that they can get everybody to just keep making free content. They don't have to worry about it. That's their plan.
Well, what's stupid about it is they'll be like, "Oh, your content's not eligible for ads, so you don't get any money off of it." But we're still going to put ads on your videos.
Yep.
You don't get a cut of it. You don't get any of the ad money, but we're still going to put ads on your video.
I feel like at some point that's going to be a lawsuit.
It's like, what the hell, dude?
You know.
It's like the whole thing. People ever thought they're not watching you in incognito mode. They are, and you're using incognito mode on Google. They're just, it's whatever you're doing is still linked to your Google account.
Yep.
They just got come out recently. They said, "Oh, we'll delete all the data we collected from incognito mode."
Shouldn't have been any data generated, right?
Right. I think they say it to work for a Supreme too. The head sculpt. Shame which we'll get a Supreme figure through Loose Collector though. My guess, the next, if they do well enough, the next Liefeld figure will be profit will be on that wave.
I feel like he should have been in the first wave. I mean,
Yeah, he's one of his more known characters. I don't know why they picked these two. Well, I guess Brigade is kind of known, but the Lobo knockoff is probably one of those lesser known ones, I thought. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I think his most well-known characters he didn't own anymore.
Yep. Youngblood is the most well-known. That and Supreme, and he don't own either one of them. Which the company, the guy who founded Malibu Comics, his new company apparently owns them. I found out that during the UltraCon. Let's see. Not done a whole lot tonight, just prepping. Sailing and prepping, which is important to do.
Makes all the difference in the results.
Yep. Where'd you go? think I'm actually going to end up taking. Still going to use these Ultron boots, but I don't like how they sit. The holes don't match up with a weird angle. I'm getting this weird gap at the foot that would bother nobody else except for me. So I gotta fix it. So you got a gap underneath it in the foot. And so I want to take these off, and I'm going to re-drill the hole, basically fill them up with green stuff, then re-drill the holes and to match up with these feet, these legs. But I do like the design of these boots. I like the jet thrusters on the bottom, and I've actually printed out some more in different sizes for the back of the leg. I love having a printer.
Nice. Also means that you get your stuff faster.
Yeah. All I have to do is go to the folder and download it and load up the slicer and scale it and good to go. It was fun getting to talk to custom stuff with Brick.
Yeah.
He's real nice.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh, I deleted the head and not the ball.
Yep. It does that sometimes.
Use one of these heads for into the helmet. I got magnets embedded in it. There. So actually got two magnets in the head, so when it goes on, it ain't coming off. I gotta fill the socket up in it to fit on the neck. What's the name of the female Supreme character? I think it's Suprema. And there's Glory too. They can't make his knockoff Captain America. What was it? Patriot something other?
Iron Patriot.
I can't remember what it is. He copied his own artwork when he did that. When he did the Heroes Reborn stuff, he just took his own artwork and just used it as a reference and basically drew the exact same story again, but other than his original characters, his new Bucky and his Captain America. Fighting American, there it is. I remember looking at those books, like, it's just the exact same as Heroes Reborn. It's the same artwork, same design.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. This time I'm going to round these edges off where they're not so sharp. So this resin I'm using is very hard. hard edge cuts in the paint. Oh, at work, Matt, Friday morning, they have these chit-chat meetings. I mentioned about getting a printer. One of somebody's like, "Oh, didn't somebody print a 3D print a gun?" I said,
"Oh my god!"
I said, "No, you cannot 3D print a gun. You can print like a lower grip piece, but you cannot print a gun."
I mean, you can, but it doesn't mean it's going to work.
Yeah,
you can 3D print a gun that'll fire once.
Yeah.
If you basically 3D printing a grenade.
You don't mind missing some fingers.
That's what I told him. I was like, "No, you cannot do that. The barrel, there's no 3D print material to survive the pressures and the
low part."
It's Hollywood.
You print parts of it.
Yeah.
But not a whole thing. But people are stupid and don't know any better.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there are some states they're trying to make you register 3D printers.
Yep, New York's doing it.
Laws trying to fuck it. Like, if you have a 3D printer, you have to register it. Like, what the hell?
It's because they think that you can print a gun out of it.
Yeah.
Or something that can make it fully auto.
I mean, are you gonna have to register everything you buy at Home Depot? Because I can make a gun out of stuff from Home Depot a lot easier than I can with a 3D printer.
Yep.
And it will work more than once.
Like, I've seen videos of the guys making those like very primitive shotguns out of Home Depot stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you know enough chemistry, you can make things that are much worse. Are they going to license people to take chemistry classes?
Yeah, if you really want to do damage, you do a lot worse than a gun.
You can accidentally do more damage. Like the wrong cleaning materials when you're washing your tub.
Adrian, print a 3D printer. I can print like a little mini one. It won't work, but
they're not far off from that.
Have self-replicating printers.
Well, I mean, we've got 3D printers that'll print metal and large-scale 3D printers.
That's good. I don't think it's going to be called. Oh, refocus.
This is just making this manifold so that I can do the Boolean operation correctly.
Oh, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this, Matt. This KO Venom.
Oh,
it's not as nice as the Hulks. It's clearly a KO. They use the original figure as basically to make their tooling from. It's got loose butterflies. There's something binding in the ab crunch. I suppose it'll force it would make the ab crunch work, but when you try to go backwards with it, wherever it's binding on makes it spring forward. I'm curious to see what it looks like inside. It doesn't appear to be it's glued. It seems I can start prying them open. After I do like a video review on it, I'm gonna take it apart I bought it for parts anyway. I don't really care. It's not perfect.
Well, there's your problem right there.
What do I know? What's his head blue, forehead blue, and bottom red?
That's the facial orientation. So red is inside out. Anytime you try to do a bullying operation on something that has parts of it that are not facing the same direction, it messes it up. Except that
Cobra Uprising. Catching us at near the tail end here, sir. What's up, good people? I've been basically did a little bit of paint work on this, and mainly been cleaning up some 3D prints I did. Got these really cool, monstrous looking head sculpts that Ken made for me. Full screen on these. I just love how these turned out. I got 2 different sizes of those. Printed up some more bracers and some shoulder pauldrons for my character lore. Got these cool Carl Weathers heads for Dylan. Did 2 different sizes of those. I got these from Norman Customs heads. Calls this standard guy. Kind of looks like a little bit like Lee Majors.
Yeah, it does.
Got these really good Christopher Reeve Superman heads. I found these all in Cult 3D. All, not these. These are made the heads, the other heads, but these were made by our good friend Cannon here, and he made my bracers, my shoulder pauldrons. He made this Rocky Marcelano head, and these really awesome swords. Get these. I did own a Cult 3D Funness Warhammer sword. That's what I've been working on. Oh, and I got these jet boosters too. Mounted on the back of the boot. Printed them a few different sizes. Oh, and hard case armor. I got one that fits really good now. I'm going to do a 2.0 hard case eventually. I'm going to use one of those Hercules I ordered. First one I got made, it's got a handmade using styrene chest armor. And Canon modeled this one. I print this on my new printer over here. That little humming noise right now you hear is the printer. But I think, hey, I just got here right now, but my friend who catches on the replay, we're getting ready to call it night. I did the Brick Something channel. I was on there for an hour and a half for this show, or kind of pooped out. But anyway, thank you, Cannon. Thank you, Geek Fusion, for coming down hanging with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
I wasn't very talkative today, but
Yeah,
you're
I'm like,
welcome, sir. You're
me.
welcome. It has been your pleasure.
Yes, it has. Everybody in the chat, thank you again too. Always too, like, feel free to join us in, like, on the Discord, and you continue the conversations there, or check out links to everybody's Instagram profiles below, YouTube channels. And it's always a pleasure that we got the WIP IT Thursday this week. We was off last week. We'll be back this week. And we got Geek Fusion, Collector Fusion on Friday. And Matt's got various different streams through his both his channels this week. And we will see y'all next time. Later.
Later, guys.